Alright, let's see if we can't get this thing up and running, shall we?
Oh, is that a new juicer?
What? No, it's a new part for the teleporter. I ordered it like 3 months ago. I never thought it'd actually come. Hell, I can't remember where I got it from. But the logo on the shipping crate did look oddly familiar.
Mr. Code, I don't think this is...
Alrighty, installed. Let's bring in a shake from the Rift Cafe.
Wait, didn't you blow it up?
Can't hear you, button pressing.
Okay, that was weird.
And it continues to astound how this fails every single time.
More like how you feel.
Shut up.
Wait, where am I? Oh no, I'm in a courtroom. Ah! Help! Help! Let me out of here!
Oh no, not again. Calm down, alright, okay. Look, this is just an accident brought on by inadequate electronics.
More likely an inadequate captain.
You keep out of this, bearded idiot. Anyway, you are...
Oh, my name is Rosie, better known as Rose Pal, the British mayor talks about everything MLP, as well as other cartoons. Nice to meet you. Wait, are you MasterCode, Ace Analyst?
Ah, yes indeed, the one and only good-looking blue-suited stallion of the stars.
The good-looking part is questionable.
Stop it! You're embarrassing me. Anyway, it'll be a while until the teleporter charges, so would you like to discuss the recent episode On Your Marks?
Sure, I would love to. I always wanted to do a collab with you for a while, after watching your calls with Blissey, Toon, and Thespio, so let's do this.
Very well then, let's begin the cross-examination. The CMC traveled to Ponyville to help others with their cutie marks.
Hold it! So, it's the Phillies' first official meetup from earning their cutie marks, and already they're in a quandary. It's actually a good setup for the story. From the beginning, their motto, their raison d'etre, has been crusading for cutie marks, their primary focus since the group's creation. Now that they have their cutie marks, I was interested to see how the writers would progress their characters at this point. And it seems that they don't know what to do, which is actually kind of a good moral, or more so, cautionary tale about not putting all your eggs in one basket, expanding upon other interests, and not limiting oneself.
I like the way the episode was going, especially this is the first episode after Crusaders of the Lost Mark. There was a little similarity I'd bring up. Take that!
You protect the Crystal Empire, and all I seem to do is smile and wave.
Seeing the opening of this episode about the CMC trying to figure out what they should do next and they got the cutie marks, it reminded me of how Twilight felt in both Princess Twilight's Sparkle and Twilight's Kingdom, about to roll as a princess and not sure what she was supposed to do, which brings a good similarity in the roles of these characters, trying to figure out the next part in their lives.
Yeah, I can kind of see the similarities between Twilight coming to terms with her princesshood and the CMC in their own quandary. We see the girls' faith in their abilities falter as they're constantly being shot down, unable to express their talent. Hell, this whole episode can be viewed as an allegory for difficulties in the job market. You have the girls going around trying to find markless or doubting ponies, i.e. jobs, but everyone's content with where they're at and don't need them, making all their efforts seem in vain. And the first act develops this as a really good dilemma for the CMC, bringing me into the story, even having them doubt their roles. Like with the main 6 in the cutie map, I foresaw the CMC in the mentoring role themselves for the youth in the town, while the adults tackle the monsters and cults. The CMC would tackle more down-to-earth, non-world-threatening problems. We've seen their potential going all the way back to episodes like Twilight Time, developing their individual skills, trying and failing constantly, and with all the stuff they've done, well, their past exploits would surely help another.
So they head off into town to try and find ponies to solve their problems, including the K-twins and... bulk biceps? Okay, that was so hilarious. This part was even funnier than the time he was the spa pony in Castle Sweet Castle. Trying to get the CMC's help was being crumbs in the clubhouse? Please continue, MasterCode.
Of course. Like I said, the first act is a pretty good setup overall. Where Mr. Polsky begins to lose me, however, is unfortunately as soon as the second act begins. I said the dilemma was good, but the execution was less than stellar. The pacing makes the episode feel twice as long. For example, the moment with the Cake Twins went on far too long to set up a reveal joke, and helping Bulk wasn't humorous at all and really didn't offer any new revelation to the difficulty of helping ponies, where in the previous montage did that just fine. Then it's like we begin a whole nother story where the CMC split up and do their own things for fun, which again goes on for far too long, where a montage could easily fix that pacing problem.
Objection! This is where I have to disagree. The main conflict is about Apple Bloom trying to figure out what she can do on her own after she gets worried about the CMC being drifting apart after not finding any ponies without cutie marks to help. Although I have to admit that Apple Bloom's overreaction was a bit much, just like in Bloom and Gloom, but I understand her worries about finding something she's good at in the meantime.
Objection! Okay, I'll address the main root of this episode's problem right now, besides its awful pacing. This episode is an overbooked mess because it's a combination of 3 individual stories slapped together in one 22-minute episode. You had the CMC debating what they should do now with their cutie marks, another episode with the CMC split apart which has tons of possibilities, an episode helping Tender Taps with his self-confidence and develop his character more than they did in this episode. The plot is just a hodgepodge of too many simultaneous storylines, feels rushed, and each part of the story never really feels realized or fully developed, and ultimately is just forgettable.
But you got to understand how Apple Bloom is feeling with the first song of this season, Out on My Own, and oh no, this song makes me so sad. MLP, stop it! You're making me tear up again. Can someone pass me a tissue?
Yeah, I know what you... I mean, it's just the ship's dry atmosphere. It creates eye moisture. Anyway, I will say that the song Out on My Own is a nice little melancholy song that does perfectly represent Apple Bloom's solo predicament. And it's nice we get to see Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon being friendly with other ponies, showing their own friendship progress, which is some nice background development for them.
Don't forget the pony forms of Salvador Dali and Andy Warhol painting a pizza tree hugger. I love the art references.
Yes, reminds me of my own masterpiece painting.
Ooh, what's that? Is that a demonic 2-headed dragon?
What? No, it's my self-portrait.
Funny. I never thought you'd portray yourself as roadkill.
Shut up! You just don't understand art and things, planes. Rosie, continue while I...
Of course. So Apple Bloom sees a dance school and tries to do dancing, but however, she isn't exactly good at it. Then she meets a shy cult named Tender Taps, who wants to earn a cutie mark in dancing, although he has stage fright like Fluttershy. It was nice seeing a new cult in the series, bringing in a refreshing new character instead of the annoying cult Snips and Snails. I hate those two. Oh, by the way, MasterCode, I sense a new ship coming!
New ship! Judge, sound the alarms! Unknown ship incoming! Prepare all rocket pods, A through F, Commodester, shields online! Judge, in case things get really bad, grab my brown pants and...
No! I didn't mean a new battleship! I meant a new MOP ship!
Oh, okay. Oh, geez, I'm embarrassed. That never happens.
It happens about 5 times a week.
Not helping! Anyway, after the dance practice scene, we come back to the CMC reunion at their clubhouse, and to be honest, Apple Bloom's negative reaction to the CMC split up also comes out of nowhere, and her misunderstanding is just...
I just said we don't have to do everything together. Like when there's something one of us wants to do that the others don't. Oh. Well, I guess that changes things.
Stupid.
And Bloom's realization that she literally walked away from opportunity to help another for a dance recital, well, that was...
But I could never dance in front of an audience the way I do in class. That's terrifying.
Yeah, okay. Nice meeting you.
Stupid.
I know she was out of it in that scene, but again, the slow pacing takes forever to reconcile with the other CMC and bring it around all back to the dance recital later on that day.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on the pacing. It did take a long while for the CMC to get back together. However, this scene where Sweetie Belle and Scooter remind Apple Bloom that she just wants to be good at dancing in order to have fun, and they can still hang out together, but not necessarily do everything together. And Sweetie Belle asks Apple Bloom did the coach she met had his cutie mark. Then she knows that he needs help, discovering his cutie mark and his talent. Now she realizes it after not recognizing he needed help before, while she was in her sad state. That's Apple Bloom overreacting for you. Would you like to proceed, MasterCode?
Yes, but before we wrap things up, I must mention the music. I will say William Anderson produced some more good orchestral scores, especially the song Apple Bloom and Tender Taps dance to at the end. It's an awesome, upbeat, jazzy tune. I loved it. And I do like how the girls' individual activities assisted in the recital, with Sweetie Belle designing the attire, Scootaloo changing the background, and Apple Bloom screwing up to make Tender Taps look good. Wait a minute. Throughout the episode, we saw her fail at all of her solo activities. So her being a screw-up was a plot point? I don't even know what to say to that. The moral itself is okay, and it's CMC splitting up to give them more opportunities to help others. It makes sense with how they helped everything out in the end.
I agree, this moral was pretty good. The CMC learned by finding more things to do, it increases their chance of finding somebody to help finding their cutie mark. So overall, this was a good episode for me. Good story, great new character for Tender Taps, the song was good, and the moral was good. My only complaints were the pacing, and Apple Bloom was overreacting to this situation. I gave Onion marks 8 out of 10 stars. Your final thoughts, MasterCode?
Honestly, after everything that's happened in this episode, well, it's just pretty much forgettable. No memorable quotes or events, numerous pacing issues, questionable characterization, and just a needlessly overbooked and flat story.
Well, I don't hold anything against you, MasterCode. After all, everyone has their own opinion.
Alright, the teleporter is all ready to go. You ready to go back home?
Yes, I am. It was great teaming up with you, MasterCode. I think I picked up a lot of things from you to take back with me. In fact, I want to give you guys a little something to remember me by.
Oh, really? What's that?
Something to smile about when you need cheering up. Oh, and cookies.
Cookies! Woo! Judge, this truly is a masterpiece, wouldn't you say?
Yep, definitely more than your abomination of art.
Yes, it definitely... That's it, come here, you! I'm gonna...
So that's where that was.
Watch at these stupid anvils! Why?